Wow, this all turned out so good. You guys are going to want to see this. Stick around. Hello and good morning, firewood friends. Today is a beautiful Sunday morning. It's about 70 degrees. Not too hot, not too cold. Feeling pretty good. So I'm out here in the woods today. I brought the tractor out. We're going to clear some trails so we can get to more firewood. Like I've told you before, this woods is just littered with ash trees, but it's kind of a unique design. How this wood is formed, and I'll show you and explain what I'm doing. So, all right guys, so this property is about 40 acres, and there is a ridge. It starts, I come in way over there, and there's a ridge that runs up along here, comes down here. All of that, there's probably, I don't know, probably 7 or 8 acres down in there, and it's all like a river bottoms, and it's a pretty big hill to get down there. Back in the day before we started cutting firewood, we'd off-road a lot down here with the dirt bikes and four-wheelers, and this was really good hill climbing all along this ridge. The video does no justice of how steep it is. That's pretty steep. There's no way I'd take my Defender up or down that. When we did it with four-wheelers, it was kind of like you'd start way down there and go as fast as you can and one-shoot it. And that was with some good four-wheelers. It wasn't some baby stuff. And then the other side over there, there's probably 20 acres. Actually, I know that parcel is 20 acres over here. And this is river bottoms too. Now, at the very tip of it, it's gradual and you can come into it. But when you get to this side, it's steep here. Not near as steep as the other side, but still a good little hill. So I've got to get wood out of here, which that won't be a problem. I can get the wood here and then drive around there where it's a gradual incline. But this side over there, I've never been in to get firewood just because it's too steep. I know there's tons of wood down there. I've cut a lot of wood to clear the trail, but it's time to make a trail down there and get in there. So I brought the tractor out. I've got the bucket now because I'm gonna have to move some dirt, and I brought the grapple too. But sometimes when you're clearing trails, you just can't beat a bucket just because it's flat and just pushes everything. So this is the trail currently. This is what we'd take the side-by-side down. And it goes down here, right through here. And it's already getting kind of steep. And then it goes down this, which again does no justice of how steep it is. But I'm definitely not taking my tractor down there. I don't think it'd come back up, and it'd be really sketchy going down. So my plan is to take the trail through here, and there's a little dip right here. And then there's a hump right here. My plan is to take this hump out, shove it all down there, and then when all the dirt is right here, I'm gonna make a gradual incline down here. Now this isn't near as steep as the one over there, so it's already safer, but it's still steeper than I'd like. So like I said, my plan to shove all this dirt here and then shove it down there and kind of make it level. So that's why I've got the bucket. So that is kind of the plan. Let's go back up here. So guys, the ideal tool for this job would definitely be like a D3 small dozer or a track skid loader with a angle blade. But don't have one of those, have a tractor. So that's what we're gonna use. I know it's gonna struggle a little bit, but can't underestimate how much these tractors can get done if you know how to use them. Also, I remember when I was buying this, I was worried about buying a cab tractor and using it in the woods because I knew when I bought it, I would use it here. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. I think if you had a big tractor, like a 70 or 80 horsepower one, you probably wouldn't want to have a cab in here because it sticks up. But these cabs don't really stick up much more than the ROPS on a tractor. And honestly, having the cab, you just spend more time doing something because you're comfortable. You're out of the bugs, the elements, whatever, and maybe just do a better job. So if you're thinking about buying a small tractor, like a Kioti or whatever brand, I'd recommend getting a cab. I think it's totally worth it. Between bush hogging and not getting grass all over you, plowing snow, being warm, loading stuff up. Like the other day I loaded firewood and it was raining and it wasn't an issue because I wasn't getting wet. Working in the woods, I could see, you could argue that the no cab is better in the woods, but this does work. It's not a problem. Obviously, you need to be aware of your surroundings. You wouldn't want to put a stick through a window If you didn't have a cab, you wouldn't want to put a stick in your face, so pay attention. Anyways, enough talking. I want to put the GoPro on the tractor, get it kind of cleared, and then hopefully I have it cleared enough where I can set a camera up and show the overall. But right now it's pretty bad, and I forgot my tripod, so we're going to be just using the GoPro on the tractor. So here we go. Hopefully it works out. All right, guys, so here is the kind of finished product. There is the old trail we use. As you can tell, it is, I think it's a lot steeper. It's definitely steeper. I don't know if the camera will do it justice. Here's what I've got going now. Nice grade. I think I'd like it a little bit less steep, but this is a lot better. At least it's level, so if you're going up something a little bit more inclined, then you're not off camber or anything. And then that is an extremely good grade. There's a little hump kind of at the end, but very, very good. So yes, I think it's gonna work good. I'd like to make that a little bit less steep. Maybe I can find a hill or something over there to cut out and put the dirt at the bottom, kind of make it less gradual, but so much better. I'll probably take the chainsaw, trim that stuff off the trail, but very satisfied with it. I'm not sure how long it took. But as you guys saw, I pushed this whole hill to where I'm standing here, then spun around, got back in there, and then pushed it all that way. So it definitely would have been better with a dozer or a skid steer. Would have turned out better. I probably could have cut more of this hill out, but you know what? Like I said, work with what you got. Costs a lot less that way. So I'm gonna head down there, and the trail goes along here, down there, and then it goes up the hill, and me and Alec were cutting firewood up the hill over there. In this area, there's so much wood. There's already so much wood on the trail that I've cut down here. We'll walk down there and I'll show you. Also, I wanted to mention, when I cut all this out, there's a lot of rock and shale in this, so I think this will make good base. Over time it'll get packed down. What I'm saying is, it's not all sand or just loose dirt that's just going to wash out. You'll have some erosion, but I think with the rock and whatnot in there, it'll do pretty good. And there's a giant rock that came down and I shoved it off in the woods, but tractor's working, boys. So down this way is the trail. Yeah, I'm not gonna walk down there. There's so much stuff. But I think I'm gonna find a little bit more dirt and add to that, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. All right, guys, I've done a little bit more work on it. Added some dirt right in there. Really need quite a bit more to make it how I'd like, but this is so much better than it was. My tractor doesn't go up it super well. I mean, it goes up, you gotta be in low gear. But I know my Defender will go up and no problem. I just mainly needed to make it smooth and not so steep. That way when I haul a trailer up it with the Defender or the bed full of wood, it's not so sketchy. But we'll go this way. I leveled all this out. The trail was really off camera before. That way when I'm hauling through here with the Defender, with wood in it, it's not off camera, it doesn't want to tip over or anything. There's so much wood littered through here that to me it was definitely worth clearing all this, and it's just fun to cruise back here, ride some trails, check it out. But there's a tree right in here that's fallen down. All this wood, I cut that up several years ago to clear this out, and it's already all in rounds, just drying there for me. I don't think it's too far gone, but there's several in there. So now I can get to that. There's a tree right in there. Several trees right in there. And a whole tree right there falling down. There's some standing dead ash there that needs to be taken down. There's a tree in there. Back in here, I pushed a trail to go back in there because that's all just needs cut out. There's a tree right in there. 2 trees right in there. There's just so much wood. And it's the best part of it is it's dead. Give it a few weeks, it'll be dry and it's ready to go. So right through here, I cleared 2. This was always a trail, but it was just so overgrown that it needed does. Whole tree right in there. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, you can see it there. Oh, over here you can see it even better. Tree there, some wood there, tree there, a tree right in there. That's a good sized one. Some more wood here. Real nice cherry tree there. There's a lot of cherry in this woods too. But I'm not cutting down anything live, just cleaning up dead ash. Tree right in there, you can kind of see. Some wood there. Little guy right there. Some wood right there. Well, that one goes back in there quite a ways. Curved, and then that's where the top fell out. Another top that needs cut out. It's blown over. And then the trail goes right through here and up. This is where I stopped. The trail going that way is all good. It's just grown up with weeds, but there's no wood in the way. So right here's where I stopped. This needs all cut up and hauled out, but now I can actually get to all this. Here's another good one going that way. And yeah, there's just wood everywhere. There's a piece right over there too. So yeah, I felt like I made pretty good progress out here. I think I mentioned that big stander there that needs cut down. So much wood, just have to get to it. But like I said, to me, it's all worth getting. Cleans up the woods, cleans up my trails, and it's ready to go right away. So I walk back here to the tractor. All right, guys, so I think I can say this is the finished product here. You go down here, this is a nice gradual grade here going down here. This is definitely the best gradual grade of the day, of the trail, I should say. That is the old way down, very steep, and it hooks down that way hard. Not very safe. Walk right down here. So as you can see, I took out this stuff here and pushed all this way. Like I said, you turn and you go down, and this looks very good. So much better than when I started. I cut the stuff out of the side nice and wide. I think it'll definitely get packed down. There's plenty of rock and shale in it to kind of give it some base. And the trail goes down, a lot of wood down there, and now we finally have a way to get to it. So guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. The nice comments, the subscriptions. It makes people want to keep doing these. And thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time.